Welcome back to Deer Gear. Last month, we were at the Stalking Show, and I was tasked with hunting down essential kit for beginner stalkers. We went to a few interesting stands to see what they had to offer. Let's see how I got on. The Stalking Show had some standout kit this year, and it's clear the gear on offer is getting smarter, more practical, and better suited to real-world use. Mark from Deer Tray Covers is a great example of that. As a stalker himself, he's designed gear that fills real gaps in the market.
So I'm here with Mark from Deer Tray Covers. Hi Mark.
Hiya.
Nice to see you again. So we're posing the question, for a beginner stalker, what essential kit would you be giving him from your stand only?
From my stand, I would say it has to be the deer drag. So really simple, basic bit of kit that just makes a difference when you're out in the field. So nice, easy loop, goes around the head of the deer. Nice wide shoulder strap, goes straight over your back, and you can really lean into it and give it full beans. You can lean behind, give you a bit of pulling, extra power.
I can concur on this because I have one of these and they're really, really good. So
yeah, they're just so simple.
Different colours as well, aren't they?
Yeah, do 3 colours, black, orange and green. Great bit kit.
Brilliant. All right, what else do you have in your range then?
So I do some gauntlets, which are great bits of kit as well. So these bits of kit. So get fed up of washing your coat. You try not to wash your coat as much as you can. So these work with your normal rubber gloves, straight over, sleeve protectors. So protect your coat from getting covered in grollock, save you washing it so much, keep it nice and clean.
You got the nice reflective bit on there as well.
And nice reflective bit.
Don't lose it.
So if you're stalking at last light and you leaving your deer behind, leave that with your deer. As you come around and shine your head launch, shines up, you'll find your deer straight away.
That's a good bit of kit.
Good bit of kit.
Especially for beginners. Now let's talk about your little flagship hoist.
So new bit of kit I'm releasing at Stalking Show is the deer hoist. So these are so simple. 2 pieces and they sit straight onto your tow ball of your vehicle. So that's all it is.
What's the heaviest deer you've had on this?
So heaviest deer is 119 kilo red.
All right.
But ideally it's for fallow, roe, muntjac, that sort of size. Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. Fallow.
You've got a hoist option and a basic option, is that right?
So yeah, we do one with a winch, one without a winch. So yeah, they're great bits of kit. Fold up, so they'll sit inside your plaster tray in the boot of your car.
Brilliant. And what's the price on those?
So 260 with a winch.
Yep.
200 without.
Thanks for that, Mark.
So nice to see you.
And you.
His deer drag is simple, effective, and one of the best I've used. The reusable gauntlets are another solid bit of kit. Practical, hygienic, and much better than the single-use alternatives. His new flagship compact 2-part tow bar hoist looks really promising. One to watch for sure, and we are hopeful to get this onto a proper Deer Gear review in the near future.
I'm here with Chris from Sitka. Chris, how you doing?
Good to see you.
And you? Right, so we're posing the question, essential kit for beginner stalkers. What would you choose from this stand?
Yeah, okay, so it's got to be something along the lines of a bino harness.
Yeah, good choice.
When you're starting out and you're investing in your gear, a lot of the time is pushed that it's advisable to try and spend as much as you can on good quality kit.
On the glass.
On the glass. It's a really, really big, important investment, and it's something you should look after. If you're not looking after your kit, it won't look after you and it won't last as long as it should do. So a bino harness is what I would say is an essential piece of kit.
Yep. It saves that flapping about team. You know, if you go over fences or gates, you got those flapping binoculars, you're just going to damage them. And as Chris said, you want to look after it so it can look after you. So
yeah, the majority of binos, I mean, you're spending anywhere from sort of £700-800 upwards to £3,000. Yeah. You do want to look after that product.
They will last you a lifetime as well.
They will genuinely look after you. Yeah. Exactly. Again, it's a soft closure. Everything with Sitka is very much about quiet, ease of being able to use the product. This is a magnetic system folding up, which then comes up to the back of the harness, which stays up out of the way. So again, you've got your binos dropped in.
Do you know what size binoculars, I'm putting you on spot here, what size binoculars that goes up to?
Yeah, I mean, you're going up to 8s, 10s by 40s to 50s.
So standard
very much a standard stalking size bino.
Brilliant. And you've got the straps for the bino I see here as well.
Correct.
Brilliant.
And again, being able to lock your binos in, but at the same time, should you want to take your binos out of the harness, again, you've got a quick release snap system to take them out, pass them to a high seat buddy, or again, if you're cleaning, you just want to be able to take them out, dry them out.
Very good.
Internally, very nice little lens wipe.
Already included.
Already in there for you.
This has been obviously designed with stalkers in mind by stalkers themselves, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Couple of little side pockets for bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Again, around the back, you've got...
Bars.
Correct. Around the back, you've got a little hidden zip section at the
Good
back
for
here.
your phone.
Little bits and bobs for a phone or a couple of extra rounds.
Really nice.
Your pods on the front are
Again, the same detachment.
the same detachment, but fold forward.
Nice.
So you can see what you're getting to
So you don't have to
inside.
open it up and look into it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Again, that'll take a fairly moderate-sized thermal, head torch, knife, gloves, etc. Bits and bobs, a beanie that you want to drop in onto either
And they're
of the pods.
identical on either side, yeah.
Exactly the same.
And I noticed they're detachable as well.
They are detachable, so a very quick release system. It just pops away. These drop off.
Quite similar to a molly system.
Very, very similar. That can then be used, that pod, somewhere on the belt.
Nice.
Again, as an adjustable or an extra accessory.
Brilliant.
The majority of aftermarket cases for thermals, so I know for a fact that through Thomas Jacks for Pulsar, Pixtra, their cases have got webbing on the back of them that will run all the way through here. So again, you can have your thermal right there, right-handed or left-handed.
I'm a lefty, so that's nice to see.
It's, again, ambidextrous, and again, you can release out. So a really nice, adjustable, very useful bino harness. Plenty of adjustment on the straps.
Yep.
So again, whether you're wearing thicker jackets,
High or low.
winter, high and low positioning, from here to here. And as I said, there's a multitude of fits within heavy jackets to lightweight.
One size fits all, basically.
One size fits all. Yeah.
Brilliant. And what's the price?
That's running at £180.
Brilliant. Well, thanks, Chris.
Nice investment.
Sitka's binocular harness really impressed me. I wasn't actually expecting much, but the magnetic top flap, modular side pouches, and an extra storage for essentials like your phone make it a genuinely well thought out bit of kit. Ideal for tailoring to different stalking outings and to keep your expensive binoculars safe whilst out there.
So I'm with Alan from Danum Knives. Hi, Alan. Nice to see you again.
Pleased to meet you, mate.
So we're asking, or we're posing the question, for a beginner stalker, what knife would you recommend?
Well, I'm going to go for my muntjac catcher. Basically, with this blade, it's because it's a small, thin blade, very good for the intricate work. So, not just
And good for bleeding as well.
well, yes. So basically, you can get down the front end, you're good for bleeding, but also because it's a thin blade, it's very good for the back end as well. So being able to get in.
Most people struggle with.
Yes. So if you've got the downside of using sort of like a wider blade, especially if you're taking the smaller species such as muntjac, Chinese whitey, even with roe as well. Yeah, exactly. Hence the name. You've got a muntjac. You can get in there. You can get around the back end. Put the back end out quite easily. Nice clean cut. You're not trying to force a wide blade into there, but that's what my personal choices would be for somebody.
Very good. So you got a finger guard, is that right?
Yeah, a little bit of a finger guard on there. So basically, from my original design was my stalking blade, which is like a wider handle on it. I've just sort of like gone for my own sort of little touch to it. So I've gone for a slightly narrower blade, which allows me to give it a little bit of a finger guard. So again, if you're pushing a blade into something, you've got something to put your finger against, so you're not going to slide it along against the
Can I have a look?
blade. You certainly can.
So my hands are pretty large, so this is always the test.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful. Yeah. that sits really nicely in my hand, which is surprising because I usually struggle.
Right. Well, another option, it's something that because although I do make blades up obviously for the show, you've got to have plenty of stock on site. Majority of the blades I make are all bespoke, so I have made some that have been 20 millimeters longer in length. So if you have got quite a large hand,
shovels for hands.
Exactly, I can make it to fit.
And handle materials.
Basically, world is your oyster when it comes to handle material. So a bulletproof handle material, I would say, is G10, which is the
Carton, right?
well, that's G10's a fiberglass. Micarta is like layered up material, such as
two different things.
Yeah. So you can have a canvas micarta, which is basically layers of canvas all pressed and glued together, compressed together, while the G10 is like a fiberglass material, but because it's fiberglass material, it's pretty much bomb-proof. It's not going to break or snap or whatever easily. The only downside is that it can be sort of like you've got plain colours, which if you're spending a bit on a knife, you might want something a little bit more fancy.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
a beginner material, you would say.
Oh yeah, G10, yeah.
Nice. Well, that is a beautiful knife. Check them out, Danum Knives.
Thank you very much.
Alan at Danum Knives has nailed it with the muntjac catcher. It's a beautiful knife, but also highly functional, and he's got a strong reputation amongst experienced stalkers. After hearing so many recommendations, I had to check it out myself, and I'm glad I did. If you're looking at getting into deer stalking, then there's no better place to start than the Proficient Deer Stalker Level 1. If you're interested, then get your sights on this QR code to find out more.
So I'm here with Ollie from Fortis. Ollie, nice to see you again.
Good to see you, mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all good. So we're posing the question,
Yeah.
beginner stalker,
Yeah.
give me the essential kit list from Fortis.
So the essential, okay, well, we'll start with what's important really is packing your layers and changing your layers in the day, because it goes from, might be a cold day to shooting a stag, and then you're going to drag it, so you're going to get real warm. So changing those layers. So at the moment, I will show you a few pieces, if the camera can keep up, I will show you. So you have like a really nice combo, like in Devon in the spring like it is now.
Yeah.
We will have those cold mornings, but then we have a nice warm day. So a really nice lightweight, like I'm wearing now, it's called the stowaway. It's called a stowaway because it stows away. It goes into its own pocket. It's a four-way stretch, it's 30,000 hydrostatic head. It's super lightweight, it's 500 grams. So really lovely kind of weight. I'm wearing one, it's quite nice and easy.
Yeah, it's good. Good
Button.
colour, it's quiet.
Real quiet.
Yeah, nice and quiet, good.
And the nice thing is with these, with us as Fortis, as a brand, you get the short guys like you and the tall guys like me. So you can change things. So if you wanted to buy that product and you found that was a bit too short on your sleeve, we can lengthen that for you. So it's a little extra cost, but we'll make that to exactly what you want. So then you have that garment for years and years on end. That's one
nice feature not to forget.
that's important.
Good.
But it is one of those things, I think that's a really nice starting out product that you'll use not just for stalking, but for everything. You know, it's
the day sack, don't you?
exactly, put it in your day sack, and it's something to go in and out as the rain comes down. And I'll do the same in a trouser, so an over trouser, because I'm a breeks guy. I do like my breeks every day. We have lightweight trousers and everything like that for stalking, but I like my breeks. I've always been in my breeks.
And again, they're tailored?
And they're all tailored, made to measure, just for you. So it is a really good product for an over trouser, just to pull over the top if it really is coming down. Because a tweed like this will hold out a lot of rain, just won't hold it out all day. So then,
in the high seat, that's pretty good.
Just pull it over the top, lovely job. Keeps you dry, really comfortable. They're the kind of two things, if you were just starting out in stalking, I wouldn't go for absolutely everything under the sun. Those two products, they cover you, they're comfortable, and you can double up and use it in every walk of life. There's a nice, easy ripstop version. So these are super tough. So if you aren't stalking and you're going out beating in the winter and things, this is a tougher version of it, which is a really nice thing to have for, you know, going through kale and going through the brambles. Ripstop isn't going to go anywhere.
So very similar design, that's just ripstop.
Exactly the same design, basically, just a ripstop version. And actually, some put them on, they go, actually, I prefer this. So they'll get the lighter weight jacket with a harder, stronger version of the trousers because it doubles up for everything. So,
and you can tailor it.
And you can tailor it any waist, any inside leg. That's kind of what we're famed for. We do exactly as we say on the tin, and that customer usually has them for years and years to end.
And made in Devon?
And made in Devon, very proudly so.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
Lovely to see you.
British made in Devon, this gear is tough, well crafted, and built to last. It's not cheap, but you're paying for quality and supporting a team that really knows its audience. The Stalking Show is a fantastic place to discover everything the deer stalking world has to offer, whether you're just starting out or have years of experience under your belt. With a strong sense of community, top quality kit, and an atmosphere unlike any other, it's a must visit. If you haven't been yet, make sure it's on your list for 2026. And if you're thinking about getting into deer stalking, there's no better way to start your journey than with the Proficient Deer Stalker Level 1 PDS 1 course. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe for more tips, updates, and everything deer stalking.